everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the ABRSM Digital Exam Grade 4 Non-Paddle Harp and what you should focus on if you're getting ready to take this exam. By Grade 4 in the 2025 syllabus, the pieces are noticeably more advanced than Grade 1 to 3. Not just harder notes, but more complex style, rhythms, and musical decisions. From the list, you can roughly see 4 big style families. First, Baroque or classical or study type pieces like J.S. Bach, Prelude in C, Clementi Allegro from Sonatina, Hong Kong Prelude from 30th Etude, Scarlatti Minuetto, Kula Theme and Variation, Hasselmann's Landler, Disney Clarity Control and very clean technique, romantic or contemporary lyrical pieces by Andrei they have Gaillard, Grieg, Sarabandi, by Lawrence Scott, The First Flight of Spring, Rachel Hare, A Tune for Asthma, Waiting by Alfredo, or traditional songs like Iriska Love Lilt, Scarborough Fair, or Read the Sea to Sky. Here the focus is on beautiful tone, long lines and expressive shaping. Then for folk and world music like Lord Inchiquin, Don't Wine Foreign, Scottish tune like O'er the Sea to Sky, Neridison Sam, plays my tune You're Not Maker Soon. These pieces each have their own cultural rhythm and accent which you should respect. For pop, Disney, Latin, jazz, or groove-based music like Disney A Whole New World, Camila Cabello Havana is a pop Latin. From Alfredo, Tango Twist, The Harp Cha-Cha-Cha, Carnival Brasileiro, Black Window by Stephen Dunstone, J. Kang's Franza Ragtime, Stuart Green Ragged Robin, Barking Bossa by Ben Crafton Goftas, Tony Robertson and Amanda Waiting's Model Blues. So by Grade 4, you are really stepping into serious musicianship, classical, folk, Latin, Disney, and jazz all in one grade. Let's talk about what the examiner is looking for at Grade 4 and how this is different from Grade 1 to 3. First, musical architecture, thinking if whole section. In Grade 1 to 3, we talk about phrasing. At Grade 4, examiners want to hear that you understand the shape of whole sections. In pieces like the Bach Prelude in C, or Manti Sonatina Allegro, don't just play bar by bar. Think in ABA structure or in larger blocks of harmony. In theme and variation, each variation needs its own character, but the tempo and overall line must stay coherent. In expressive pieces like The First Flight of Spring or Waiting, plan the high point of the whole piece is, not just each small phrases. When you practice, ask yourself, if I split these pieces in 3 or 4 sections, what is the mode and dynamics journey of each section? Being able to answer that is a clear Grade 4 skill. Second, more advanced rhythm and groove. Grade 4 introduce much trickier rhythms and groove, especially in Latin and dance styles like Tango Twist, Harp Cha-Cha-Cha, Carnival Brasileiro, Barking Bossa, or Havana. For ragtime or swing or blues, they include the pieces with ragtime, ragged robin, or model blues. For Disney ballet style, they have A Whole New World. What the examiner expects now, very steady pulse even in syncopated or offbeat patterns, a real sense of groove, not just correct note length, but the real feel. Bossa and cha-cha should feel relaxed but precious. Ragtime needs that jumpy, offbeat, ragged energy. For blues needs a laid-back, slightly heavier beat. Practical tips. Practice with a metronome, but then sometimes turn it off and check if you can keep the groove solo. For pieces like Havana or A Whole New World, listen to the original song and try to copy the natural phrasing and rhythm of the melody. If the groove is conveniencing, your performance will immediately sound more advanced. Third, tone control, voicing, and technical polish. By grade 4, the technical expectations are clearly higher. Clean chords and arpeggios, Andrews, Concord, Bach, and Clementi all require clear finger placement and even sound across chords. Voicing, making one line louder than others. In A Whole New World, Scarborough Fair, or Lord Intuan, the tune must sing above accompaniment. Practice melody alone, then add left hand softly. Control of fast finger, like Andrew G. Grayag, Muscat, and pieces like Black Window or Ragged Robin have faster passages. Start well under tempo, focusing on evenness and relaxed hand, then gradually speed up. Remember, at this level, the examiner notices buzzing, uneven fingers, and untidy crossing much more. Take time, fix this slowly in practice. Fourth, clear stylistic contrast. A big part of grade 4 is showing that you can switch style convincingly between your 4 pieces. For example, Baroque or Classical, we have some composed by Bach, Galati, Clementi. They require lighter articulations, clean tone, not too much pedal style rubato. Phrasing is elegant and clear with balanced hands. For romantic or contemporary lyrical like Hansman, Andrews, Lawrence Scott, or Alfredo like Waiting, they should have a warmer, more legato sound, more rubato, bigger dynamic range. Aim for singing through the strings. And for folk or world like Locke Integrin, Risky Love lute, you should respect the traditional lute or accent. Scottish versus Irish versus Middle Eastern versus klezmer all feel different. Often slightly simpler, direct tone, but with very expressive ornaments well written. For Disney, pop, Latin, or jazz like A Whole New World, Havana, Tango Twist, or Model Blues, rhythm and groove are main priorities. Use a bold, confident sound. Imagine you are playing in a band. Your part has to keep the energy going. When choosing your 4 pieces, try to pick 4 clearly different styles so the examiner can really hear your versatility. Fifth, digital exam, presenting yourself at a higher level. For the digital format at grade 4, think of your recording as a mini recital soundtrack. Make sure loud climaxes, for example in tango, ragtime, or big Andrews ending, don't distort. Check that quieter pieces like Risky Love Lute or The Sea to Sky are still clearly audible. Camera, show both hands and upper body. Good lighting helps the examiner see all your movement and hand shape. Task. At this level, the examiner expects a performance that is musically convincing from start to finish, not pieced together. Small slips are acceptable if your style, phrasing, and rhythm are strong. Don't waste hours chasing a totally mistake-free take. Instead, choose the one where your musicianship is clearest. Before you submit, watch your video like an examiner and ask, does each piece have a clear character and style? Is the tempo and groove stable? Can I hear phrases and bigger structure, not just bars? Is my tone clean and controlled most of the time? If the answer is mostly yes, you're the right track for good grade for result. Final message to grade 4 candidate. grade 4 is where ABRSM start to see you not just as a learner, but as a developing musician. They are testing whether you can shape a whole section and pieces, not only phrases. Handle more FM rhythm and groove, especially in Latin, pop, and jazz style. Maintain clean tone voicing and technical control. Last, switch convincingly between classical, folk, and modern styles. If you build your practice around this goal, not only playing the right note, your grade 4 digital exam will sound confident, musical, and ready for the higher grades ahead.